Testing, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, we are back in Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. I should probably hit the continue button first. We finally get off the island and back in, and are now on, I guess, like the main continent. We're out of tutorial land. Don't have a million years to play right now, but want to get a little bit further, you know. Been a while since I played. I can't believe it's already like 2 weeks into the month. Feels like 2 years into the month. I've only played like 3. This is my third session in this game. So wow. Well, technically kind of 4. Grab. Alright, I got some crabs. Okay. Is this my boat? Under Schwartzward? I don't know, is the short sword going to be better? Let's find out. Yes. Requires 3. Oh, so even the spear, I probably need to put a point into strength or whatever to use it. So I'm kind of probably hamstringing myself. I'll figure it out. I may have to do some of this off stream to do inventory management. I'm not going to make do that right here. I need to have that out. Go check this camp. Uh-oh. Okay. Corpse eater, what were you eating over here? Well, thanks for you for not leaving them any loot. Keeper's a tag. Let's look at that keeper's tag. Oh, it's a quest item, okay. Is there a way I can, Alright, I guess I don't have the quest yet. Cooking for the resistant. Simple recipes from simple ingredients. Okay. Herbert's diary. Okay, yeah. Pretty. tour. I need to find a place to sell all my loot. Probably... Oh, and of course there's like a huge wolf right there. Okay, so there's that up there. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ruins yet, and I'm not going to deal with the wolf. Yeah, let's just follow the path and try to get to a town. Do I have a map? Ooh, I do have a map. Please custom... How many markers can I place? Not just one. Okay. Onward. What is that? Oh, just a bird. Possibly just a bird. Could be kind of ghost. Okay, that music stopped pretty quick. Hello, horse.
Oi, oi, where do you think you're going? This is my spot. You can, take the other side. Just don't get greedy.
What are you doing?
What do you think? It's good material. Be a shame to leave it rotting in the ground. Doesn't hurt that it pays well. If the keepers don't catch you. They're barely around anyway.
Statues, isn't that King Arthur?
Aye, it is. So what? It's just stone. Not like I'm chopping up the man himself.
Feels a bit disrespectful.
Maybe he'd be more respected if his entire bloody kingdom wasn't in a shambles. What kind of king leaves no heir, only to show up now and then, wave his sword and fix nothing? This statue's done more for me and my family than Arthur ever did.
Okay. I don't know, can you? I have to assume that you can probably mine it somewhere. Ooh. We will not. We will remember this for now, but... What to get to a town? That looks like a town. There's that huge wolf again. Are these zombies? These look like zombies. Oh shit. Just had to poke him. The way they fly back is pretty hilarious, though. I don't think that's something collectible. Oh, we killed the zombie, so may as well check out Blood Lady. Oh. Oh, Griffin. That's cool. Will I die if I swim in this? Turbo strip these guys. And there's a doorway here, which we will look at later after I get into a town. I was wondering if those lily pads are something you can pick up. Alright. Other one. Ooh, a fast travel point. That's cool. I don't think there's going to be anything in this town. Gonna go out on a hunch on that. Looks like there's either a camp or a shrine over there. Ooh, and a lot more dead bodies. That's actually worth a bit. Alright, I'm over by one. So is it telling me that it's not sorting by weight right now? Because I have a recent right there. Or maybe it just always puts recent right there. Drop bar. There we go, good enough. Hope this doesn't put me overweight again. I seem to be okay. So, was the water turning the dead bodies into zombies? Is that kind of what I'm getting? Blood Lake. Okay, we've got some waypoints. Shadow of the Horns. We will come back and explore here a bit more. Eventually. I'm sneaky. Check over here real quick. So is that island with the sword where the asylum is? Yeah, I'm not gonna level up till I get to a town. Although I could give myself that second strength point so I can deal with my spear. I'm really kind of seeing the difference between like this and the open world of like Elden Ring or something. Not really sure how to describe it, but different design sensibilities, you know what I mean? Run. Hello? Hello? Get up!
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
More like I could have stabbed you.
But we don't just let anybody in, pal. You need to have, things, proof. Things to prove you're safe. For Haven. Yeah.
I have this pin out, so I can see if it...
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this, present moment, but... it does look important, very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye, royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our own. Well, please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
Why, thank you. Whispers. More Arthur memories.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here.
Those glasses got me.
Welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
You seem distracted.
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, fish, and more fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie.
Oh, can you make it yourself?
As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
If you can remember the recipe.
Really? Sure, I remember it well. Here you go.
All right. Oh, yep, that's someone else's. Cabbage. All right. Quests. Journal. Tutorials. Oh yeah, I probably need to do some fishing. You know, need to. Though it's not something I would have done anyway. Is this the... Where is the recipe? Huh. Is it here? What kind of category is this? Okay, is let's see if I just happen to have it. Recipe, okay. Does it tell me what the... Okay, mom's pie. Okay, so I need blueberries. Okay. Level up. Attributes, yep, 1 strength. Skill. Practicality. Statuses. Increase sneak attack. Oh, that one actually, this one actually seems kind of broken. going invisible. Yeah. Yeah, I think especially since I'm, in town to sell stuff. Let's get a better price. What kind of a weird door is that? Is there a... okay, I guess there's no pickpocket skill. Okay, so those guys are just randos.
Oh, mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
I am?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Oh.
Pretty sure he knows this already. Who's Brenda?
You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Okay. Is something else I can help you with?
You do realize you won't score any points with the keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book.
I'm interested.
There's a woman from the tribes called Nest. She's my supplier. At least, I think she's still working for me. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she was supposed to bring me some really precious cargo. Something the captain wanted me to arrange. You still up for an adventure, hmm?
Yes. Where can I
My
find her?
guess, and it's only a guess, is that at some point she must have been somewhere around the bay. That beach near the whale's tooth. Rumor has it that Bromar No-Face and his thugs are fond of that place, which wouldn't be good news for Nest.
Alright.
Good luck. And don't worry, I'll pay. No matter whether she's dead or alive. Just let me know what happened. And bring back the cargo, if she still has it.
Who are you?
Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
Tell me about Timberwall.
You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extravagant, but only if you're rich and extravagant, too. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery hiding behind gilded walls. It's not as exciting as people think. Or, well, maybe it is if you like living with a bunch of backstabbing crooks. Yeah, now I remember what I was thinking when I left that place.
Are you on your way back home? Since there's a story, yeah.
Not really. It's more of a requirement if you ever want to be successful in Timberwall. My family is full of them.
On your way back home?
I have no home in Timberwall. Well, we have an estate, but it hasn't felt like home for a long time. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it less and less. The people are getting greedier and more desperate by the day. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness creeping in from the north and bandits everywhere, trade's just not as profitable as it used to be. But, I don't know. Being a merchant from Timberwall used to mean craftiness, taking risks, looking for opportunities. Now, they only care about keeping their heads down and preserving their fortunes.
Back. Let's have some stories from the time of the road.
Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them happy. I'll never forget the first time we stumbled upon a place after a cloud of the weirdness oozed through. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter taste in the air. The place was completely abandoned. Or so we thought, until we started finding them, one by one. A man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers. Another one who gouged his eyes out, so he wouldn't have to look at his child melting into the floor. A woman in the farthest corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before it got to her. I almost dropped it all and ran back to Timberwall that day. I'm still not sure why I didn't. I guess giving up just isn't in my nature.
Open the shop. Okay. Finally. Sell all this crap. Ooh. Spear. Sell. There we go. Dual broadsword. Do I want to get rid of that? Not immediately. The torn keeper's armor. I can get rid of this stuff pretty easy. You read more. Okay. Oh, it doesn't show the requirements on the same page, even though they've got more than enough room to. That's... So, what... Okay, the dual... No, dull broadsword, not dual. I'm getting it completely wrong. Ugh. Hold on to that. Fisherman's tunic. Nobleman's boots. I think I will. Allows wood cutting, so I should probably keep that around. I'll keep at least one dagger on hand. Okay, those are crafting reagents. And I think it's set up so that you can't accidentally sell what you're wearing, you know what I mean? Satin trousers. I don't know if you ever get anything like a home. Where you could stick a lot of these things. You know what I mean? Let's see what they got to sell. Allows. Okay, tools that allow something. It doesn't really say the. Okay. And how much was that? Where's the price? Oh, okay, it's right there. How much money do I have? Okay. Okay, I got 1,020. Whenever you want to draw what you see to do this. Okay. Oh, and it automatically does it. That's kind of neat. Okay, so you need to reach that level to... Okay. So I need to level up before I even need to... even think about that. Okay, she only has fire arrows, which is... weird. Oh, okay. So I eventually get a stash. Helpful. Okay, or lace quarters.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course.
You must be from Connacht. I should have guessed right away. So, who's in charge there now?
I'm from nowhere.
Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics from you.
You know, people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it.
And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess.
Maybe. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
How would I recognize someone from a secret coalition?
That's the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks.
You're not that
You
smart
see?
yourself.
It takes one to know one. And that means we're just pawns. Folks like us won't change anything. But we have to talk out loud. It suits them when everyone keeps their mouth shut.
Suggesting someone is essentially
Wait
caused
a
the
minute.
plague.
I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud.
It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
So what's the stake?
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history.
Alright.
You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it?
You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else.
You know, it's possible to make someone. You might be right.
You finally get it. It's just a pity that there are so few like us. Well, we just have to keep going, eh? And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on duty.
Alright. Abandoned house. Okay, you can take stuff without it being stealing, so I gotta assume at some point this is... You'll be able to live here. Ooh, blueberry. I need that for that recipe. And I already have a fishing rod. Taking the pitchfork because I don't know if that's going to be useful for something else. Alright, I was gonna make this guy his mom's spaghetti quick. Before I forget about the quest. That onion bun mom's pie. Right. Here's your mom's pie.
Yes. Still tastes like shit. Exactly how my mother would make it. It's just what I needed.
What?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's just that every time I doubt my service in the Horns of the South, I need a reminder of why I enlisted.
Your mother wasn't much of a cook?
My mother wasn't much of anything, to tell the truth. She always said I was good for nothing, and that I should be glad she even kept me. And every day she'd bring back home a new uncle. Many of those uncles liked to kick me out of my own house when they were drinking and getting busy. Then, when she'd sober up and got rid of an uncle, she'd bake me that pie as an apology. It always tasted like shit. If the other villagers hadn't been feeding me, I would have starved to death. Hence the pie.
Now you have a new family. Or what happened to your mother?
I wouldn't know. When I left my village, I decided to never look back. So I just assumed one of those uncles finally beat her to death.
Oh. Okay. Wonderful and charming. What's in the garrison? Not a hell of a lot. Lock seems to be broken. broken it all. What the? Is the... Is that the weirdness, or what the hell's going on there? Is that a glitch? Kind of looks like a battle royale thing. Okay, it is slowly moving. Weird. Let's go check it out. Eat. Oh, okay. And the trees are like burning or something. So is it just like around the castle? It looks like it's just kind of like looping around the castle. Does it show up on the map? It does not. Cool. Alright, he doesn't care. Sure.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning majesty, King Arthur, and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandits' problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight.
Okay, if Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send an army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small scrimmages. But who knows how it would end.
What happened with the Druids?
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up, and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
They were killed because they were making human sacrifices.
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Were all of them killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Sure.
His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarlet since that day. Some say that Slaughterjag came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons. I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgane would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
How many people have been claiming
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
Must be boring.
Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagined I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls.
If you like hearing about fighting so much, why aren't you a warrior?
I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life.
Blood scars and stumps, those Your Majesty.
I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
What if nobody claims bounties in the bandit?
Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Sir Galahad sounds like a force to be reckoned
No matter
with.
what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
The fact about the hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments?
Interesting.
If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin.
Anything else?
I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Anything
I
else?
need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know.
Collect a reward.
Someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. Go,
Okay.
the hunter waits. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Merchant settlement. They have something to do with Nest. Oh, okay. He was just done for the day. Is this the board? An abandoned village near the King's Road. Alright. See where this goes.
you
think
here
we're
to keep me
dead.
company or put me out of my misery? Just kidding. Love the view, but this weather is killing me.
Always so windy.
Always windy. Always moist.
Barrier
You
closes
don't
in.
say. I didn't choose to be here. Our beloved quartermaster sent me to freeze my arse off. He said as punishment for spitting on the good name of the keepers. Whatever the hell that means. I just got drunk in the tavern and lost half my pay. And maybe some of my clothes. But I mean, why would he even care? It was my gold. I can spend it how I please.
So there's something you need.
Oh, I need a warm coat. And I mean the absolute warmest coat you can get, huh? Osprey might have something in stock or know how to make one. I'd ask myself, but he's not exactly speaking with me these days.
Sure, I'll get you something.
Thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you.
What do you think of scale armor? Scale armor. What do you think of it? The ones all the keepers wear.
I think there's better to be had.
Sure, maybe it's easy to make and doesn't restrict movement, but it doesn't provide the best protection. Someone just needs to stab you between the scales and you're done for. The metal armor is much better. That will prevent you from being run through with a polearm or getting shot with a bow. It's also much more comfortable.
Why don't you tell the quartermaster?
I told them, but they both said I know jack shit. Besides, the keepers rarely go outside the walls nowadays. Then the quartermaster added that if I don't like our equipment, he could send me out scouting in just my underwear.
Maybe don't reach the topic.
Perhaps you're right. But if somebody ever stabs me under the scales, I'll go straight to the quartermaster and give him an earful.
How do you know so
I
much?
read a lot about it. In Volume 4 of the Armourer's Almanac, Arden Shadowblade describes the differences between various types of armour. For example, chainmail allows for a good range of movement, but it's heavy. It also provides poor protection against blunt weapons, and its production is laborious.
You mean laborious? So you've never worn any other armor apart from what you're wearing now?
No, but I have knowledge from books and a lot of thoughts on the subject, so I know what it would be like to wear different armour.
Who's Arden?
Shadowblade is a moniker. Arden is passionate about weapons and armour. He has great knowledge of materials, techniques, and history. A true expert. Everything he writes is interesting. I would love to meet him one day.
Know how to make lemon.
Oh, of course. I mean, I've never made one. I'm not an armourer. But I've read so much about it that I'm sure it won't be a problem. Here's the page
sure.
from the Armourer's Almanac that
Yeah.
explains the process.
Why, thank you. I will have to make some lamellar armor and give it to him. Potentially. Don't need to grab everything all the time. Learning my lesson from Skyrim.
Hey, tell me, can you read? Listen,
Yes.
I'm no good with words. Could you read me a letter from my sister? She's learning how to read and write. Can you believe it? She writes letters to me. I'm so proud of her.
Sure.
Oh, thanks. Here's the letter.
Okay. Let me bounties. Brother, it ain't good news, sorry. Few red priests came. They wanted to take Mum and some other folks because of the plague. Our dad had some other man did not agree, and there was a fight and Father got killed. Now I'm taking care of Mom. She's feeling much more weak. We don't know if the priests are going to come back or what. It's hard, but she asked me to send her love and tell you to keep going and do good things, because that's the most important thing. It's me, Enid. I'm praying for you.
And what did it say? Everyone's healthy?
Yep. Something terrible
No,
happened.
you must have misunderstood something. What do I do now? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I should go back to him, right?
You might get caught. You could be accused of desertion.
I guess. I guess that's true. Yes. Excuse me. I need to be alone.
Okay. Let's go check this out. A little lost, but I should be okay. Oh, no, I'm fine. Who's this guy? Several first foot, he who first set foot on Avalon under Arthur's command, he who forged a path for the king and his loyal subjects. Glory and honor to the founder of the Horns of the South. Yeah, I got points for that, sure. Can I craft armor craft anywhere? Grindstone, interact. Handcrafting. Huh. Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, sharpening stone, so kind of Elden Ringish. Yeah. Don't want to accidentally waste money there. Armor weight reduction. Again with the sharpening stones. Okay. Trains Mog. Oh, just changing the image or the appearance? Yeah.
You alright, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
No, I haven't.
Hey, what a mess. Cole came to us with a group of refugees from some nearby villages. They were looking for shelter from, well, everything that's been happening here. Bandits, the weirdness, the Del Reader, hunger. I was happy Fergus let them in and allowed them to stay. You'll meet them in the village. They live in the buildings up high. Not long ago, though, Cole started acting very strange, erratic, sometimes even aggressive. One of our keepers, old Mahon, tried to calm him down. He might have used too much force, and Cole felt compelled to defend himself. He bit old Mahon. And since then, the old fool has been lying in the infirmary. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage.
Okay.
Wait, if you ever meet Patrice, please give her those flowers. I know it's not much, but I'd like her to know she's not alone. I support her and the other refugees. And I'm sure there are more of us who do.
Okay. Oh. Okay, so it's stealing those flowers. The layout of this place is weird. Okay. This looks like they'd put a secret door right there. No real easy way to get up here. Let's go take a look at that statue. We got points for the last statue, so...
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me.
So Excalibur holds a piece of
Yes. The sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy.
Why can't I draw this?
A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Okay. Captain's quarters. I think it's probably where we need to go for plot. So let's check that out. And I'm fading fast here, so we'll be done after that. Okay, what are these items? There in a sec. Okay, do not have the key. Are we down in the jail now? Frederick? Okay, can't talk to him. Just gotta wait for him to wake up. Okay, this is a nice little back area. Okay, sure. That was... Come on. That was certainly something. I don't think I went up into those towers. Sure. Oops.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Serious
And I mean it.
accusation.
He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit.
All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osbrit to get it pulled out.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read.
She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber.
I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
Why not?
Don't know. Probably just didn't like that an old woman from a backwater village was a better healer than him.
I'll talk to him.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
Do you still have that
you
recipe?
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
The glasses in this game look like a tiny robot is trying to steal his eyes. You know what I mean?
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it. Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Graham the Mad.
What irony.
Isn't that
The
dangerous?
pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world. That was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea, but please tell me, if you live to find out. Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
I have quests to gather.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Doesn't everyone have an agenda?
Good point. That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
Give me details.
Back at the academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now, after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm?
Do some witchcraft. Purpose of the ritual.
That is an excellent question. But I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word. Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if he hears about me going out there.
A mob burned all the druids in the Wicker Man.
And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the Druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead.
Alright, let's do it. Keeper with a toothache.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting.
Heard something about
Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already.
Could I have
No,
it?
I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients.
Like what?
Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this.
So if I combine moonshine, carnation, and sage.
What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
Isn't your fascination with druids
in Camelot, maybe. But this far south? Nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
Now to find a local road.
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the south.
What do you say?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
Looks like he's got a dose of the Red Death going on here. Looks like you need sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group. Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Sounds good.
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
And if I
do... They already trust my word. I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices, or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking.
Alright. What are you doing
diseases. Sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out.
Open shop. Let's see what he's got. Okay, spirit. Does he have any moonshine? Yeah, I just need one. And some carnation. Now I just gotta find some moonshine. I'm gonna grab one of these because they might. How much are these? Kind of pricey. I think I already have one of those. There's Fergus.
Sir, I haven't seen you before. I wasn't expecting any guests, and you don't look like a new recruit. And yet, Odrin let you in. He's not drinking again, I hope.
He was pretty
Most
drunk.
Unfortunate, but that explains why you just strutted into the horns. I'm afraid I'll have to take action. The name's Fergus, and I assume you already know I'm the quartermaster here. Now state your business. And please, try to be convincing, or the walls of this fortress will be the last thing you'll ever see.
The pin,
yes,
yeah.
I know. And that's why you're still standing in front of me. However, these pens were only given to certain people. They mean that in times of trouble, these people will always find a safe haven here in the Horns. And that makes me wonder, what happened to your friend? Where is he?
Shipwrecked on the way, but he couldn't.
If what you're saying is true, he must have had a deal with somebody well above my pay grade, and that leaves only the captain. However, if you're lying, then you might as well have just confessed to the murder of a Knight of the Round Table. But nobody's that much of a fool, I think. Fortunately for you, I've seen my fair share of morons in life, and you don't look like one. Fortunately for me, this pen only means that I'm to make sure you're safe in the Horns. Nothing about helping you out with whatever you're up to. Anyway, welcome to the Horns of the South. Make yourself at home.
Anything I can help
We've been
with?
having trouble with the dead lately. The kind that don't want to rest in peace. There are more and more of them roaming the area. It might just be the weirdness, as it has been steadily creeping closer from the north. But somehow I doubt it. Anyway, I suggest you go see Marg first. He knows best what's going on there. He's our huntsman. He keeps us stocked with meat, so the lads don't have to live on fish alone. They get pretty grumpy when that happens. Right now, Marg is the only other person who's allowed to leave the keep. I'm not about to risk the life of our last link to the outside world, especially when you're so eager to lend a hand.
Alright, I'll
Good.
do that.
Try not to get yourself killed, and get rid of whatever's been causing the problem.
Forgotten
Yes?
Cemetery.
Did you find out what's been happening out there?
Not
Why
yet.
not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts.
Ninian is
Ninian.
dead.
I knew the Red Death would take him. Damn shame. He was one. You did right bringing this back. The Horns look after their own, but now that I think of it, how did you manage to get hold of his tag?
The Red Priest,
Tortured? In the asylum? You can't expect me to take that at face value. Brother Riagan said Ninian was too weak to survive the journey. They came for him, and we even held a symbolic keeper's burial for him. And what were you doing in the island asylum? You look fine, but if you were there, near him...
It was a misunderstanding.
I'm sorry this happened to you. Still, you have to understand. Now that you've told me this, I'll be keeping a close eye on you. No risks can be taken when it comes to the Red Death.
Piece metal
That's
with
one
an
of our
inscription.
tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Hey, alright. Alright. That is going to have to be it for right now. We will get further into it. Maybe collect a few more quests and whatnot later. So, till next time, later.